Hello, this is Gaku, currently playing as the Soviet Union in the Sunday game, and welcome to another installment of the War Room. This one's going to be fairly quick. So as you probably saw from the last session, I ended up taking East Galicia from Germany, as well as taking back all of my other lands. West Galicia I'd already taken from them, and I've started coring that already. Germany's been cut down to size multiple times. They've currently got a number of cut downs on them, and their infamy is over 100 at this point. They've got truces with just about everyone around them. My truce with them ends in 1911, but the others that matter. France has a cut down on them that ends in about 2.5 years, and I think that's the last of all of them. Hungary did not cut them down to size, and I'm pretty sure Latin American Union did not either. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, right now Germany has no army, no navy, and I have no desire to take anything else from them, but I don't think that's going to matter for reasons I'll tell you in a minute. I do have a treaty with China. We have a defensive alliance, which means I'm probably going to get called into war when Guangxi and Japan inevitably go to war with China. There's not really much I can do right now because I'm trying to build up my defenses in the west, which is going to be the most important front, but if I have any extra troops I'll be sending them over. There's only so much I can do. Hopefully UK will defend China, but we'll see. Last session I had a treaty with Japan and Guangxi as well, a defensive alliance that was mutually exclusive with the other defensive alliance, which I also had last session. DSCH does not want to renew that treaty, which means that I no longer have a defensive alliance with Japan and Guangxi, so they could potentially come after me. That seems unlikely, but it is possible. More likely it just means I'll be called in for defense of Han China whenever the time comes. If we take a look at the troops, we can see there's quite a line in Han China, but I think attrition's eventually going to wear that down. So there's a limit to the number of troops that they can pour into battles, and there are some choke points. So for example, if Guangxi is able to cut off this province, then Japan's going to be able to overrun the north, which is most likely what's going to happen here. Japan probably would end up with part of Sarawon. Just a guess, though. I'm not sure about that. Anyway, I'm not looking forward to fighting Japan or Guangxi. Okay, now for the actual news. There are two bizarre treaties this time around. Germany has signed non-aggression pacts with both France and Italy. And these non-aggression pacts have some sort of unusual terms. Obviously, say France and Germany can't start wars against each other, but not only that, there are specific clauses against joining wars on the opposite side, even in the case of defense. Which basically means that unless there's a third-party ally of each member joining in wars against each other, that is, let's say Germany was allied with Netherlands and France is allied with UK. If UK declared war on Netherlands, then Germany could join, but France couldn't because obviously Germany and Netherlands are allied. If France declared war on Netherlands and Netherlands is allied with Germany, Germany would be prohibited from joining because it would be up to France whether they would be allowed to join. This same sort of treaty chain works with Italy too. So what does that mean? Well, it's bad news for me because it means Germany can declare war on me, and regardless of who I'm allied to, France and Italy would be prohibited from joining. I don't know if Cream Lord Marconi thought this through, or if their intent all along was just to screw me over, which I guess is okay. But that's the effect that this is going to have, because it means Germany can declare war on me, and either one of these nations can come in to help me, which basically means Han China is going to help me, and that's it, if Han China is even around. Other allies that can help, obviously Ottomans and Persia if they want to, but yeah, we'll see. So what's likely to happen? Well, as you can see, we ended the session. I was exactly 11 months, 10 months and 3 days worth of infamy over the limit. I'm not the only one who's over the limit, but at the moment I happen to be over the limit. Germany has no troops, but that's never stopped Vincenzo before. I think what's going to happen is he's going to immediately declare war on me. Probably for containment, maybe to get some cores back. Containment would be more likely though. I think once Germany declares war on me, other allies will pile in on Germany's side. You might have France in, you might have UK in, you might have Italy in. Hungary is a possibility. I don't think we have a truce, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, Germany's going to call in some people, the most likely of which is going to be UK. If UK comes in, then I'm just completely fucked. And unfortunately, because of my infamy right now, it means that several people could, in a coordinated manner, the second the game starts, all declare war on me with separate containments. I don't have an army that's built up and ready to withstand anything because I wasn't really given a chance to build up an army. There was no post-game, so I didn't have a chance to organize units or prepare in any way. So all I can do is mobilize and kind of hold out for a while. But there's no tickers for containment, so that war could just go on forever. And since I don't have a navy, there's no potential way I could take on the UK to entice them to not stay in a war with me. So basically, UK is going to declare war either on Germany's behalf or just on their own. They're going to come in, and they've got tons of troops here in India. They're just going to pile in, so I might as well just surrender. That's okay, though, because I've been invited to a picnic, so assuming I get cut down to size by multiple people, I'm just going to head out, because, you know, screw you guys, I'm going to have a good time. If that doesn't happen, then I predict it will be a pretty slow session for me, and that is, if my infamy drops below 25, that means I can continue building up my forces, strengthening the borders and whatnot, and I don't really have any plans for this session aside from letting my infamy drop. Obviously I'll be defending Han China if I can, but it's not really, I'm not looking to make any territorial gains anywhere, so really this is just sort of a sit and be the cameraman kind of session. But I'm convinced that Vincenzo is going to use this against me. Because heaven forbid I'm 1.1 infamy over the limit right now. We'll see how that turns out. Now if I do happen to lose these same states, really it's okay because I still have cores. I got cores here on East Galicia, I've obviously got cores on West Galicia, and I've got all this area as cores. So if I happen to lose it, it's not a huge deal. Also note that Germany does not have cores on Lietuva, which they held briefly. So we'll see what happens. But if I do get cut down by like 3 different people in 3 separate wars, I don't see any reasons to stick around. But most baffling of all is the fact that both Creamlord and Marconi were the ones who apparently initiated these 2 treaties. So let me just say I wouldn't be surprised if they were the ones who declared war on me, but we'll see. Since France and Italy had naps with Germany, I did message Vincenzo offering him a non-aggression pact of my own. He never got back to me, which as far as I can tell means he's planning to attack me either immediately or soon thereafter. So something's going to go down. It's really just a question of whether he's going to do it with the containment or after the containment expires. And given that he's definitely looking at the save, I'm guessing he's going to organize something before the save expires. The only thing I'm not sure about is who's going to follow him into this war and why. UK I could understand. So oftentimes UK will simply try and weaken either Russia or France. Given how much of a warmonger Vincenzo has been, and how easily and carelessly he abuses game mechanics, I don't know why anyone would support him, but I don't know, I guess people have their reasons. So I predict I'll be leaving for a picnic at some point, and that's just what I wanted to say. So we'll see how it goes. Chances are I'm not going to have enough time to build up my forces before anyone starts attacking me though, so we'll see. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a good one.